Today I'll be sharing with you gifts for the artist in your life. First up, I have some brushes. Now my gifts today for the most part are for beginning artists, people who want to learn to paint, haven't really got started or haven't gotten very far. These particular brushes, they are gold Tackling brushes. There's 3 pieces in a pack, but this is just a representation of what would be excellent for your student or your beginning artist. One thing that I don't like is that they're short. I like a long-handled brush, and I like that because I stand back from my paintings and I work on them that way, and so I need a longer handle. But I like it because of this soft grip. I have some pretty serious arthritis problems in my hands, and so I like the soft grip brushes. Now the other thing about these brand new brushes, just took them out of the box, is they're very stiff right here. They have a coating on them that keeps them nice and sharp in the box. Now you might not, but you may, as the artist, need to rinse that off before you start. But then make sure that you wipe it off with a paper towel and reshape it with your fingers. This particular set has 3 different sizes in it, and I'm going to do a product review of it at a later date. But this kind of brush is a very good buy. I'm sure it was under $10. It came from Joann's Fabrics. Now, I am an affiliate for Joann's, and so I'm going to make a small commission on anything like this that I sell, and but it won't affect your price at all. But I'll let you know if I like something or if I don't. So it doesn't matter to me if I'm an affiliate or not. I'm going to tell you the truth. So anyway, that's number 1. Now here is number 2. This is an artist gift pack, and it is by Royal Langnickel, and so they're a very reputable name. But here's what I like about the set. There's 12 paints, and I believe they are like 0.2 ounces, so there's not much paint in there. Okay, but you get a large variety of colors, of basic colors that artists need. Now, I'm going to take this plastic lid off. The one thing that I don't like is they give you these little bitty brushes. Okay, well, these are good, and they're good for certain things, but if you want to paint a painting, you need a bigger brush than this. So if you are going to buy a set like that, you probably should also throw in some brushes like this. Something a little bigger, okay? An artist pad. So I want to see what this paper looks like. It's fairly thick. I don't think it's 140-pound watercolor paper, which is what I recommend for an artist. But this would be good to, yeah, no, it's definitely not 140-pound. I had 2 pieces at once. But it's good to practice on, to play around on, to do some paint sketches with. But it's going to, because it's not watercolor paper and acrylic paint is used with water, it's going to warp a lot more than watercolor paper will. So you just want to realize that, okay, that's probably not the greatest paper for the beginning artist, but I have something here, and this is pretty interesting. This came from Five Below, and so it was $5, and it is 9 by 12 sheets. There's 38 sheets in there. That it's at least 140-pound watercolor paper. It's in a really nice spiral bound. It's got a perforation here, so you can easily get the paper out if you wanted to do that. I like this because this is really something that I use a lot to practice with, and I teach from these as well. You know, I have an online school, and so I use this a lot to teach people how to paint things. So this is a good addition, a stocking stuffer, all those not exactly going to fit in a stocking, but it's a good inexpensive product that you can get. Okay, my next recommendation is, this is a disposable palette, and it is a gray pad. It has, you can actually use it as a palette. You can, and I use this all the time for classes and things. And it has, there's 50 sheets in this one. They're 11 by 16, and so when you use it, your paint is on a gray surface. A gray surface is really very good for your to use as your palette, because it is so neutral. Sometimes when paint is sitting there on white, it's not as easily discernible as to what color you're making. Particularly when you're mixing colors, you need a nice neutral background. You can find these at again at Joann's Fabrics. You can find them at places like Michael's and Hobby Lobby. I'm not an affiliate with them. They're not they're not paying me to make this. Nobody's paying me to make this video. So at any rate, this is an excellent gift for somebody who is a beginning painter and you don't want to spend a fortune on a palette box. This is a really good option. Artists need easels, okay, and this is a really nice table easel. I believe this probably runs about $20 to $30. I like it because it folds up. It's so compact when you're finished that it's easy to store in a tote or, you know, on a shelf or whatever. So I highly recommend a table easel, and I really like this model just because it is so sturdy. It has some, you can use it in various ways. It's adjustable. This thing pulls up. So that's what this is for. It's to adjust how big of a painting you can do on here. And this is substantial enough that a beginning painter, a student, can do probably up to at least a 16 by 20, maybe even an 18 by 24. And that's probably large enough for any beginner. So stick around to the end and you're going to see other places that I recommend for art supplies. If your artist stands while they're painting, a WeatherTech floor mat would be excellent to have. I don't know, I'm not an affiliate. I don't know how much they are. I've seen them and I've seen people who use them. It does really help your legs and your feet to not be so tired at the end of the day. And so sometimes an artist can be standing for hours. And so I think that would be an excellent, excellent gift for an artist. If you're getting value from this video, how about hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel and ring that little notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, which is weekly. Gifta.com is another company that I recommend. That is, they take photographs that you send them and make something out of it, like a mug or a canvas print. So let's say your artist has done something that you really love and you want it bigger. You can send the file, the JPEG file to them, or maybe, I think probably a JPEG is a good thing. But anyway, you send that file to them and then they can turn it into a pillow or a canvas or a foam board or whatever you would like there. However, the only problem is right now, they're in the UK. So I'm not 100% sure that you could get it by Christmas. But if you started today, I'm sure you can find out if they can send it to you by Christmas. Or you can make yourself a little gift certificate and give to your artist for, you know, that amount. Okay? This video is sponsored by paintingwithacrylics101.com, and it is my company where I teach online classes for beginning painters. I only teach beginners, and I like to I teach fundamentals. I teach how to use your fundamentals in basic paintings. So go to my website, paintingwithacrylics101.com, and see what all is available. I have a monthly membership that only opens up 3 times a year, and right now it happens to be closed. But I do have a beginning course. It's called Painting with Acrylics Academy, and it is definitely open, and it is a full-fledged art course that starts with telling you what you need to buy to start painting, all the way through painting, completing 2 paintings. So check that out. If you have an artist, a beginning artist, or any kind of an artist, any artist would love this. And any person who loves art would love this. This next item, and it's from Rookwood Pottery. That's a very famous old name. They are originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, and they have tremendous pottery things, just gorgeous items. A mug, a coffee mug, a hot cocoa mug would be wonderful. They have Tree of Life Christmas ornaments. I'll put a link in the description below. I am an affiliate for them. Again, I will receive a small commission, and it will be at no cost to you. So rookwoodpottery.com is an excellent place to find artful type gifts. And number 10, we've made it through that many. You can get gift certificates for art supply places. You could get them from Dick Blick Art. That is my personal favorite. I am not an affiliate of Dick Blick. I like their service as far as if you have to return anything, if there's any kind of a problem. Everything is so no questions asked kind of a return policy. Jerry's Artorama is another excellent place to buy art supplies, as is Cheap Joe's. Now, you know, there are a number of big box stores like Hobby Lobby and Michael's that you can also get art supplies there. However, be careful if you're buying a set, as I showed you, because the paint is usually very small. And so if you're going to get a set to where you get a number of things, try to get a set that has a little bigger tube than the 0.2 ounces, because in reality that's about a tablespoon. So it's really not that much paint, but it is a good deal in that you get a lot of colors. You get a lot of something to work with, and you can play around with that for a while. So at any rate, that, you know, for the student or the beginning artist, that might be the way to go. But remember, look at what you're getting inside the set. Try to get something that has more than just the paint. And then what kind of paper is in there, and what kind of brushes are in there. And so if the brushes are little, then as an artist, you use those kind of brushes at the end, maybe for some finer detail or something. But you're going to need some bigger brushes for that. So if you like this, you're going to love the video that I'm going to put up here for beginning painting a beginning Christmas wreath.